Don't forget to check out part 3 of my Jotun series. What? Look at this in the Discord. Is that a new balance change I see? What's up, guys? Papa Eagles back in the nest, and welcome back to another Stormbound in quotations video. Today we're going to be looking at these new balance changes. So yeah, let's hop right into it. Okay, so here we are back on the Congregate forum, probably my favorite website at this point. And yeah, Arano has posted another, I guess, post. And in this post, I haven't even read it yet, but I'm pretty sure he goes over, some statistics about the game and what is messed up in it at the moment. So I'm not going to read every single word on here. It's quite a bit, actually, but I'll read the important bits. So, we're currently in the process of testing a bunch of balance changes. Before they go live, we'd like to share some details with you and a brief overview of the current meta. So basically what they're doing here is they're trying to provide some validity to the balance changes that they are going to create by explaining what's been going on in the meta. So people don't get outraged and be like, why did you nerf that card? That card's totally balanced. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Dragon players. Can't hide from me. So here we go. If you look at the win rate here, at level 1, obviously all the cards are basically the same. It's not too ridiculous. Swarm's obviously very classy. Just going up, you just get more strength on your cards. Shadowfen also, I think, pretty similar to Swarm. And then Ironclad also goes down, mainly because they don't have the overpoweredness that usually comes with high-level Ironclad cards. Now, as we move to level 3, this is where things really start to get interesting. Swarm is still going up steadily. Ironclad dips even further. Shadowfen also begins to dip, and Winter's Pact is going to begin a long climb to the top. By now, level 4, most of the cards have unlocked their secondary ability, I'll call it, like how Frost Hexers can now freeze surrounding units. What's another thing? Like the Mech Workshop now spawns 5 strength constructs with 5 strength on itself. All sorts of stuff like that, They get an extra ability. Previously, I know they fixed this, but Gift of the Wise used to make you draw a card. Or I don't know if it still does that. But like at level 4, this is the one they usually unlock their secondary abilities. So Winter's Pact is starting to become quite efficient, or effective rather. Frozen Cores now give 3 mana. And Wisp Cloud does 6 or 7 damage. 7 damage. Like I said, Frost Hexers now do surrounding. Icicle Burst can kill a 12 strength unit, I think. Those are just some of the things that I remember off the top of my head. I don't have anything next to me right now. But I remember that Winter's Pact starts to become baller. I don't think this really represents how good Ironclad is. I do think it represents the power of Winter's Pact. Now when we get up to level 5, Winter's Pact is all the way up here. I can see that. Swarm and Shadowfen are closing near the middle, and Ironclad is tanking. But like I said, I don't... Oh, also another thing I just thought of is that while you technically are using a faction for, say, a Pirate Rush deck, like all 2 movement cards, you're going to pick Winter's Pact because they can get you some extra mana, so you can pull out those 2 strength cards earlier. And also just some, like the Hearth, if you want to use that, stuff like that. So like, why would I not pick Winter's Pact of making an all-pirate deck? I'll just throw in Gift of the Wise. Like, why not? Now, the cards. This is quite interesting, actually. There are 5 cards that have a high win rate, over 55% at all levels. Restless Goats, unique to Swarm. Lawless Herd is neutral. First Mutineer, neutral. Green Prototypes, neutral. Gifted Recruits, neutral. Now, obviously... This is kind of what I was saying. If you make a winter deck and just put these 4 cards in, you're going to win based on this. Also, Restless Ghosts are just amazing because they have 1 mana and move 2. We're not going to talk about that. Other cards that are doing well but less good overall at weaker at particular levels. Westwind Sailors, just a good movement unit. Doppelbox, Herald's Hymn. Swarm Callers, Ubas the Hunter, and Shady Ghoul. I can understand these. Ubas the Hunter, quite difficult to use if you don't have a stacked version of him, so yeah, that's a little bit of a toss-up. Now, there are no cards that are consistently bad, but these are the worst. Broken Earth Drakes, Void Surgers. Nobody uses Void Surgers. Nobody. Toxic Sacrifice. Huh. I did not think that was going to be in there. I enjoy Toxic Sacrifice very much so. I think not a lot of players know how to manage it, though. Emerald Towers are terrible. Flooding the Gates, as you saw in my For the Little Guy video, I actually used Flooding the Gates to some pretty good effectiveness, and same with Fortification Tonic. Those are some pretty good cards. And then Calming Spirits are basically just a worse version of Errands of War. So we'd like to make Winter perform better at lower levels. I don't know why you would think that. There's a purpose for 4 different factions, but oh well. Some of the power spikes level 4 will be removed. That's what I was talking about, the special abilities. While other cards will get their overall stats boosted. Now, increased strength by 1. Ability is triggered before attacking. That was always the case. It always triggered as soon as you spawn them, and then they would attack. I don't know why he felt it was necessary to include that, but oh well. The intent... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be the intent. The intent with the Strength Edition is to make it a stronger swing card, or be a more useful card in turn 4. With the change to the ability, it fits a bit better with the design of the other Frostings, and it's slightly harder to pull off. Alright, replaced the increased freeze area with the extra strength gain. Oof, that's going to be a hit to the Frost Sectors. Moment's Peace, decreased mana cost by 1. Alas, I don't know why they would do that. Oh well. Due to Frost Sector's cheap cost, here's the rationale. It was too easy to freeze a huge part of the field at higher levels. Playing that card now will require more tactical placement. Because the surrounding is removed from it, we lowered the cost of Moment's Peace to make it easier to play at all levels. Gift of the Wise. Replaced draw card with an extra mana gain at level 4. Okay, that makes... I guess that makes sense. And obviously they're trying to reduce the power at level 4 because of that draw. Dawn Sparks increased strength by 1. Sure. I mean, I don't really see a lot of Dawn Sparks at all. And then Calming Spirits, they just buffed up even further. Now, depending on how much they increase the strength, these guys could become a wrecking machine. They already can get up to 20 strength at level 5, I think. So, what are they going to do? I'm quite nervous about that. Storm of the East. Swarm's good performance comes mostly from movement. So with these changes, they'll reduce movement. Okay. Shady Ghoul decreased ability by 1. Alright. Restless Goats increased mana by 1 and decreased ability by 1. Okay. Once again. Herald Tim decreased strength given by 1. Replaced mana decrease with a strength gain at level 4. Okay, so here's the thing. Herald Tim already basically does nothing to buff up your troops. Mine's level 3 right now, and it only gives 3 strength. So are you really going to reduce it to 2 strength? And Grim Couriers increase strength by 1. Sure, I guess. I mean, I don't see them a lot, so I suppose it makes some modicum of sense. Although I don't approve of it, I guess it makes sense. Ironclad Union. So, because the other kingdoms get nerfs at higher levels, we expect Ironclad will close the gap and become better at higher levels again. Okay, so basically they're kind of hoping the invisible hand will have a say in Ironclad's effectiveness. Windmakers, the push effect is executed before the damage. I'm not sure what the purpose of that is. Let's see. So right now it's like damage then push, right? So... yeah, I don't know what the issue with that is. Flaming Stream. Push effect is executed before the damage. Once again, okay. Upgrade Point. Increase strength at higher levels by 1. So I assume it's going to be protected from executions now. Fortification Tonic. Decrease mana and ability by 1. Once again, okay. Tribes of Shadowfen. This kingdom is difficult to balance. Wow, so much like it has some of the more complicated cards. Crimson Sentry. Decrease mana and ability by 1. So they're just trying to get some more poison on the field, I think. Azure Hatchers. Increase mana and ability by 1. Oh, that's an L to Shadowfen. I don't know. We'll spawn one more Toad, which makes Obsidian Butchers much more effective, actually. Alright, Toxic Sacrifice. Decrease mana and ability by 1. So I guess they're just trying to get more poison. Brood Sages decrease strength by 1. Why would you do that? I see 0 Brood Sages. Obviously, I'm not up in platinum or what's the highest one? Diamond. But I see 0 Brood Sages. And Klaxi increased strength by 1. Sure. I think they really should have buffed her ability, honestly. But, oh well. Neutral. Increased range from ability to surrounding. That is a mega nerf. Oh, jeez. That is a mega nerf. That's going to be difficult for the green prototypes to handle. I assume the meta will be changing. Luckily, I don't use them. Alright, Lawless Herd. Increase mana and strength by 1. Sure. I think they just want to get rid of that one ability summon. Oh, look! Call Militia's here! You guys see that? Call Militia. Decreased mana by 1 and ability by 2. First Mutineer. Decreased strength by 1. Discards a non-pirate card. Okay, so they made it with North Sea Dogs. It now works with North Sea Dog. You guys don't even know. Actually, you might. How incredibly annoying it used to be if you had a First Mutineer and a North Sea Dog in your hand. What do you play? Alright, North Sea Dog. Decreased strength by 1. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Ubas the Hunter. Ability now deals damage for each unit type in an area. His old ability got stronger when leveling, and the only limitation was the amount of unit types, which is often irrelevant. With this change, he'll have a stricter limitation due to its area requirement, and would lead to more interesting placements during the match to get the most out of him. So they nerfed him big time. Now he's going to have to be placed in like a surrounding area with a lot of troops around him. That's kind of an L. Veterans of War. Increased strength at higher levels by 1. Brothers in Arms. Increased strength at higher levels by 1. Decreased mana by 1 strength. And what are they doing? Do they not know how to balance Terrific Slayers? What are you doing? I mean, decreased mana, sure, but strength, they make them continuously more useless. Like, what are you doing? That's ridiculous. Why? I don't understand. I don't think they understand either. Okay, so that is the official post. I'm going to look through the comments, and if there's anything interesting, I'll show you guys. Okay, so overall, I looked through some of the comments, and there's mainly people just like talking about, oh, this sucks, or this is balanced, and really nothing too interesting. Nothing piqued my, ooh, this'll get views, alarm. But anyways, what I think about this overall is that none of it actually really affects me that much. I have always been, and always will be, the guy who uses the cards that are not in the meta, and never will be affected, except for Lawless Herd. Honestly, if you look in my decks, like any of them, you will probably not see a lot of these cards. So, you know, it's whatever, I suppose. Leave it in the comments below if you feel completely offended by these changes or think that they are a good idea. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, and don't forget to check out part 3 of my Jotun series if you're even watching this far. It actually gets much more hype. It's kind of crazy, actually. Not gonna lie. Anyways, see you guys next time.